Hi everybody, my name is Lindsay. Welcome back to my bookish and writing channel. So today is a very exciting video because I'm continuing my review on one of my favorite graphic novel series of all time, and that is the Teen Titans series, written by Kami Garcia and illustrated by Gabriel Piccolo. If you missed the first video where I reviewed the first two books in the series, which are Raven and Beast Boy, I've linked the video in the description below. Today I am so excited to review the series as a whole now that I've read all four books, specifically talking about the last two books in the series, which are Beast Boy Loves Raven and Robin. So a little bit of backstory is that when I was 12 years old, I first discovered the 2003 cartoon Teen Titans, and it was the best cartoon I have ever seen. I was hooked from episode 1. The Teen Titans honestly felt like friends to me from the ages of 12 to 15. They got me through some pretty tough times, and when the show ended, it was pretty devastating to me, honestly. It felt like a friend had moved away. So fast forward to my 20s, I'm scrolling through Instagram and I come across this art series called The Modern Teen Titans by Gabriel Piccolo, who illustrated this series. And it's the Teen Titans. They are in their same character designs from the 2003 show that I loved and adored, but in a modern day setting. So they're on their smartphones, they're in modern day clothing, they're in jeans. I don't think they ever wore jeans in the show. I think they were in their superhero costumes the whole time. We get to kind of see what they'd be up to in this day and age. I was just so excited to stumble upon that series. It felt like I had found an old friend. And then fast forward again to some years later and I find out that Gabriel Piccolo is working on a graphic novel series with Kami Garcia, and that is the Teen Titans. So you can imagine my excitement and my no hesitancy to click the pre-order button. So that is all to say, I have been a huge fan of this series before it even began. So that is the perspective I am attaching to this review, so just so you know. Now, let's get into the review. So first I want to review the series as a whole, now that I've read all four books, and then I want to get into the last two books specifically. And let's hold up the books as I talk, because this art is stunning and you deserve to be looking at a book during a book review. So first of all, the storytelling aspects that I love. One of them is that this series is very character driven. There are some action sequences in this series, obviously because it is a superhero series, but for the most part it's very character driven, and I think it works very well. In each book we're introduced to a new Titan, we get to learn more about them, who they are, what they want, what their powers are, and we get to see them navigate their powers in a lot of cases for the very first time. Something else I really liked about the storytelling is the blend of old and new information about the story and its characters. If you're already a Teen Titans fan like I am, then you know all of the main characters and their backstories and the classic arcs from the comics and the show. And this information that's already known is introduced into the series along with brand new situations and characters, such as Raven's memory loss, Raven's foster sister, and Beast Boy's best friends in high school. Everyone and everything in this series just fits perfectly together. Everything is seamless, nothing feels out of place, and all of the new characters are given as much development and attention as the classic characters. For example, Raven's foster family and Beast Boy's best friends have their own struggles and subplots apart from the main characters, which I really appreciated. These side characters, or side characters turned main characters later, were not there to just move the plot along and make things happen for the main character. They had more purpose than that. Alright, so next I want to talk about the art style, so I'm going to hold up another book so we can admire another book cover. You all know I'm already a huge fan of Gabriel Piccolo's Modern Teen Titans series, which inspired this graphic novel's illustrations. But let's talk about the illustrations in these graphic novels specifically. Can we all just admire that every Teen Titan has a signature jacket? Raven, Beast Boy, Dick Grayson, Damian Wayne, and our new Teen Titan Max, they all have a signature jacket in this series, and it's kind of cool because it's like a modern version of a superhero costume. Particularly, my favorite is Dick Grayson, because it has the R on it and it's kind of like a Letterman jacket, which really fits him. Alright, so now that I've talked about the four book series as a whole, I would like to give particular attention to the last two books in the series, which are Beast Boy Loves Raven and Robin. They are very tonally different from the first two books as well as each other, so let's talk about why. While the first two books, Raven and Beast Boy, serve as superhero origin stories, the third book in the series Beast Boy Loves Raven serves as a little bit of a break from the origin story, and we are introduced to a romance. This book is definitely a love story, and it is so cute and sweet throughout, and it has a good mixture of carefree, get-to-know-you, dating kind of stories to intense superhero stuff. I also love Beast Boy and Raven individually and as a couple, and I love that this series is jumping into the relationship and exploring it in a way that the 2003 show never got to do. In this book, we're also introduced to a new Titan in this series, Damian Wayne, and the fourth book in this series, called Robin, explores his relationship with his older brother, Dick Grayson. One of the most interesting character interactions, for me at least, in the DC universe is the interactions between the newest Robin, Damian Wayne, and the original Robin, Dick Grayson. They both step into the role so differently, and their personalities and moral compasses for sure are very different from one another. So I really enjoyed that this volume focused on their rocky relationship as brothers, but also I'm just so excited that we have two Robins on the team and not just one. Kami Garcia, thank you for not picking between Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne. To me, they're the most interesting Robins, and I'm glad that we've got both of them in this story. Another reason why I really enjoyed the fourth volume is because the team is starting to come together. We have Raven, Beast Boy, a new character Max, and the two Robins, so the team is forming. We have some really sweet found family vibes now, and we have some training montages. You know when you have a good training montage, it means that there is going to be some pretty intense action sequences later. The characters have to prepare for something, so I am looking forward to seeing what that something is. I mean, they have a lot of villains in this series so far. We've got Trigon, we have Hive, we have Deathstroke the Terminator, who is one of my personal favorite villains, and so they have a lot of people to fight. I don't know how it's all going to go down. I don't know if it's going to be one big battle scene or several, but there is a lot of stuff that has to happen in this series. So yeah, that is all to say training montage equals excitement later on. In the same way that this series didn't pick just one Robin to write about, they also picked multiple villains, which I am very excited about. Yeah, I just really like that this series is going all out. We also got a preview in this volume of the next Teen Titan to join the team, and my excitement levels are through the roof, because that Teen Titan is Starfire, who is my favorite character in the 2003 Teen Titans cartoon. Every single Teen Titan got a season arc that focused on them, and they got their own villain and their own story and what have you, except for Starfire. The series was canceled before they could get to Starfire. We got everyone else, including Terra, who's only there for a little bit, but we didn't get Starfire. But this book is like a redemption. I am so obviously excited that Starfire is getting her own book. I hope we get to see this series take on her home planet Tamaran, and I'm pretty sure she already has her powers, so I'm just excited to see what her arc is. Maybe she just arrived to Earth and is still figuring things out, I'm not sure, but I am so excited for next year and to read that volume. Speaking of new characters joining the series, I'm really hoping that we get to see Cyborg and Blue Beetle. They are two of my favorite Teen Titans as well, and I really hope we get to see Terra. I'm not really sure if that would flow with the way the story is going, but it would still be really cool to see her too and see what this series does with her story, because her story is always a little bit different in each adaptation, and her fate is always a little bit different too. So I'm gonna wrap up the nerdiness now. The more and more that I read this series and see each Titan grow individually and see the Titans grow together as a team, the more I love it. And if you too were also a big fan of the 2003 Teen Titans cartoon, I think there's a good chance that you will really like this series too. But if you've never watched the Teen Titans show or read the comics before, I still highly recommend this series. I think it's great if you really like character-driven superhero stories. This one for sure. Thank you all so much for watching my review of the last two books in the Teen Titans series, as well as the series as a whole. I'm enjoying it so much, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. In the comments, please let me know if you've read the graphic novel series and what you think of it, or if you've read or watched Teen Titans in any sort of form. Let me know who your favorite Teen Titan is. Mine is Starfire. Who is yours? And if you would like to leave an emoji in the comments just for fun, or to let me know you're here, please leave me a bird emoji, because I think it perfectly fits Raven, Robin, and Beast Boy in some sort of way. And I hope you all are having a great day, and I will see you all soon with a new video. Bye everybody!